Welcome to Albion TV presents the AO Daily Show, your source of real news in an unreal world. Keep you up to date on the latest news, events, and the great community of Albion Online. Today is Tuesday, the 23rd of March, 2021. I am your host, the Shozen One, and joining me today, a very special co-host. Yes, I am joined by Bogul!
Whoa. Hello. Wow, that scared me a little, but it woke me up for sure. Wow. I was having a lovely, relaxed drink here at the bar shows and at the Stabbed Mug Tavern in Carleon.
Ah, it's a nice bar.
Yeah,
It's a very exclusive bar. They only let us in.
it's people are like, how did you get in? And I see a bunch of people trying to get in from the sides. Actually, I think I should zoom in a little more because on the right side it's clipping a little bit. Oh no, that's not good. Well,
Yes.
anyway, it's sometimes we can hop around and then to see that right that's good enough. I'll be here. Now I'm annoyed, Chosen, on the right side. I think we have to
just
get out of
don't
here.
look. Just
We have to get out of here. I can't do that. I can't do this. That's
Okay.
much better. There we are. Well, anyways, we were having some nice drinks. We were discussing the news, today's Newsday shows, and we have a few, right? There's it looks different around here.
Yeah, things have been changing quite a bit. We have a brand new patch out since last week. Yes, it's the Call to Arms is out, and people are enjoying it quite a bit. We've been doing some faction warfare. We've looked at a few Hellgates. We've seen that the world has changed and things are just moving in an all new and powerful way. Yes, the grass does move. There's a
Yes.
wind of change, if you will, out there.
Last Wednesday, we did a little bit of a showcase, and we started the show just laying in the gentle grass and relaxing. And today, we already have our experiences, the first few days of CTA behind us, and we need a beer, right? There's a lot of that's been going on. Wow.
There's a lot of death out there, and we need to drown our sorrows in a mug of ale, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the news that there has been an update is no news, or is that? Is it?
I don't think it's news. I mean, people who don't play or I should say, people who haven't played Albion in years have returned because of the news of Call to Arms. Yes, I've seen Zorn out there, and if you go to the rankings, Bogle, I mean, this is. I don't think this is even on the news, the list for our news today, Bogle. In the rankings, if you go to the stats for the faction warfare and you look at individuals, and there, the number one guy was Lugsy last time I looked, and that's kind of cool.
The which one? Faction
Uh,
something?
faction fights, faction points or something. I don't know exactly.
There's
what
too
it's...
many faction rankings, Chosen. I don't know.
Oh gosh. Okay, I have to get in there. I have to start. One of them has Lugsy.
Yeah. Who is Lugsy? People don't know him.
Lugsy is the GM of Zorn.
Yeah.
And let me. I actually have.
Is that
a
your
picture
favorite
of it.
guild, Chosen?
Faction PvP kills.
Okay.
Under Fort Sterling. Okay, it's very specific.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kickband sent me it. He was just trying to let me know that him and the boys are back and fighting. And 3 out of the 5 members, or 3 out of the 5 top 5 players are members of Zorn. And Zorn is one of the guilds we played with in alpha, beta, and release. And they kind of went away, and then they came back with Queen, and then they went away, and now they're back again. And it's nice to see some old friends return, is the way I would just say this. It's good to see people I know from back in the day still playing the game, or coming back to the game, I should say. It's kind of cool.
I couldn't find him, Chosen. We have to move on.
You didn't find him in faction PvP kills for
Nope.
Sterling? Oh, maybe he's not in the top anymore. Last time I looked, he had 677 kills.
Wow. Good times. Good times. Yeah. I mean, but that's an example of what's going on and what people have been doing over the weekend, over the last few days already. Things are developing and there has been constant action 24/7. Everybody's trying out the new content. It's pretty amazing to see. Even so much so that in one of the patch notes, or in the test server patch notes for patch 1, we'll talk about that later, the wording reads a little bit like SBI was surprised a little bit about how well it was received. And I think that's just that there's a whole meme on Reddit too about that. It's going good, Shozen. We're having a good week, I feel like.
I'm enjoying the week. I really have liked a lot of the feedback that we've gotten. Most of it's been very, very positive. Some people are like, but why are they all doing Yellow Zone PvP? Well, you got to understand, most of the people doing the Yellow Zone PvP, a lot of them were people who weren't doing a lot of PvP before.
Yep.
I mean, some of them are people who going, okay, there's not enough people in the red zones for me right now, comparatively to what there are in the yellow zones for me to knock down. But a lot of it is people who, like Bogul, haven't done a lot of PvP recently. And Bogul, you're out there doing PvP.
Don't remind me. I've lost more sets, Shozen, in the last 4 days, I think, than I have lost in the last year of Albion.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of trying to quote unquote solo currently on faction warfare.
Can't do that, Bogul. You're not that good.
And then I just swapped back to the Royals and I was like, all right, let's circle it up. That's cool. That's fun too.
I mean, like, I love that you're trying to represent Carlian. But if you're going to represent Carlian, you got to get yourself. There are very few people in this game who can do that kind of content solo. And I know I said you're not that good, but neither are most of the players in Albion. Like, there's a handful of people who I believe could do it. Like, they're that good at PvP that they could do that. We've seen a couple of people who go out there and take extremely outnumbered fights and still come out ahead. But it's so hard to do for the average player, and the average player can just get involved in the yellow zone content, and people are doing it and reporting that they're having a lot of fun. It's instant ZVZ action. You just get in and bang, and people are enjoying the crap out of it, and that's awesome to hear. I love seeing it. I've gotten in on a little bit of it, not as much as I would like, but it's I've gotten a little bit under my belt this week. I've been very, I haven't gotten a lot of time in the game this week, comparatively to the last few weeks, I should say, where I've been in quite a bit. But yeah, I'm glad to hear it. There, the Hellgates, the new layouts are very cool. The mechanic is very cool. There's a lot of changes that are being well received. 10v10s, I believe, needs a little bit of work, and there's already changes coming in with the very next patch that's coming out to make that more viable content. Because yeah, they heard you guys. They heard you. They understand that you're not super happy with the 10v10 content, but they're gonna make it better. That's what they do. These guys are really good at that. Taking feedback, adjusting things, and getting it back out to you in a very quick fashion. I'm very impressed. Usually we get like one patch a week after these large content updates, and it lasts for months, it feels like.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, in case you haven't read all of the call to arms patch notes, definitely give that a read. I know it's a lot and people don't like, but there's a lot of information in there that you might want to know if you engage in the new stuff. Some things are just getting explained by now by people figuring them out. That's also something to look out around. And there is also apart from the official patch notes on the homepage, in case you missed that, there's also patch 1 that's already been in the works for a while, and that's on the test server already, right? So that has been out and about as well. Posted this Friday, where we already have the first changes coming. We know it's supposed to come this week, right? It's sometime, how things go, but that was the plan at least. So look forward to that happening very soon. I guess the guild season winner statue isn't. Shout out to Blackwater for winning that season. But some Crystal League changes are coming in.
Yep. We're looking forward to those. We've detailed them a little bit on the show. On Sunday, we were talking about the changes that were coming. I'm looking forward to those. Rewards, guys, are going to be better for Crystal Leagues. Like that's what you should know. The 20v20 rewards are getting better, and when they go into the game, we'll explain them in detail. And I look forward to that. Also, you can queue now with what, like 15 people?
Yeah. That's cool.
There's a ready notification. That's good. You can get Avalonian artifacts now.
In theory,
that should be helpful.
Right.
Well, yeah, they're added to the list of artifacts that you can get now.
Right.
Which is good, because some of the Avalonian weapons are very expensive. Some items from the Avalonian stuff is incredibly expensive. I'm looking at you, Hollowfall.
Do you think the 20v20s will make a difference there? They will, but
they will. Like
big enough?
For 20v20 players, it will be enough that they can, like, the price might not go down, but the cost to do 20v20s will go down, because then if you can win, get some chests, or get the occasional hollow fall, then it makes it easier to do 20v20s because you don't have to go buy hollow falls.
Though losing teams may also receive them based on overall point spread, right? So there's a chance even for the losing team to get some of the new rewards, which is cool. Yeah. The next thing that's on the list there, faction warfare point pool increase. A resource-based point system. I don't quite understand that, but there's apparently a bunch of points that are available in that pool. And here, that's what I mentioned earlier. The unexpectedly large number of players participating leads to some marginal gains for some, and they're increasing the points output based on the amount of people who are doing it currently. I mean, that suggests that in the future that might come down again, or the whole pool isn't getting used up anymore, and then it's something under the hood that it will adjust. But it might mean, if you've been seeing lower points than you would expect, that might have something to do with that.
Well, I'm hoping that it doesn't go down again, because that would mean that the number of people participating had gone down. I think it's incredible that so many people are getting involved in PvP. I've talked about it so many times, Bogul. Like, the barrier entry into fun PvP in this game is pretty high. Like, you can go do arenas, and I like arenas, but not everybody does. The most fun content for a lot of people has been ZVZs, but you generally lose a lot of gear doing it. Now you can just hop in and pay a repair fee at the end of the day and get a lot of really good content. You spawn at the nearest tower and just get right back into it, back in the battle, and you can learn a lot about ZVZs and eventually maybe work your way up into more aggressive forms of ZVZ or PvP content. Maybe even make some friends along the way,
Make a ZVZ, go join the Outlands, yeah. It's cool to see that stepping stone, and I think it's a really important sort of progression that was added to the game, and I think we might be underestimating what's going on here under the hood, but that's something to see in the future. Definitely cool. The other changes that are in testing or on the test server, you could check them out, is that the Hellgates are getting a little bit of a lower item power, base item power.
Well, that's for 10v10. 10v10 has the higher, requirement. That is going down. That has been a barrier to entry for a lot of people. We're not seeing as many people involved in 10v10 as we would like, and that means changes have to be made. If the players aren't enjoying it, changes have to be made. And SBI is listening and working towards fixing the issues that you're experiencing out there. Now, no, they cannot fix the problem of that occasionally in 5v5s you will run into Cargera's team. That's going to happen. Like, I saw on the tanks going, it's so cool to see Cargera and Shekri group just sitting there waiting for groups to queue into them. Amazing. Like, I get the feeling that was a sarcastic comment, because
I mean,
The only people who like that are Karkara and Shekri. I mean, like, I don't want to run into them. They are just brutal right now. Like, I think Derek had beat them earlier in the week when he had faced them, and I saw that. But other than that, these guys kind of stomp people. They are the Crystal League champions. They do destroy everybody. They are that good. There are also, dozens of other teams out there queuing up as well. And as the infamy spread increases over time, the likelihood of most members of the Hellgate community running into them will go down.
Yeah, we also have, with the 5v5 Hellgate ranking, a little bit, maybe not perfect, but a little bit of a quote-unquote strength indicator of individual players or teams. I mean, Infamy as a system is always a little hard because it's partially PvE based, right? And partially based on what your matchups are and so on and so forth. But in the end, it's a little bit of an indicator, and it's fun to see. Like a lot of the names that are on this list are very, very prominent people that we feature regularly on the 5 versus 5 show, for example, the Crystal Leagues. And yeah, it reads like a very, very, very prominent list.
There. Yeah, there's some big names over there.
Yeah, but that patch hopefully sometime this week. We will see, and then when it happens, we might talk about it again, because there is some fixes in there, and there might be more fixes depending on what they can get done. And yeah, plan sometime this week. One other thing that I wanted to show in that context, but it's gone, is the I don't know what I wanted to show. Never mind. Back to
I'll take it.
Back to in-game. Let's see what else do we have. Oh, yeah, talking about patch notes, talking about changes, talking about the idea that stuff is in high alert mode. People are balancing like crazy. People are breaking things. People are having fun trying all the new builds and all the new things. That creates feedback, is my point. That creates feedback, and people are going to the forums and are posting there. And reminder, guys, use labels. Oh, that's boring. But on the official feedback and suggestions forums, where all your feedback should go, because that's what the devs are reading right now.
Right.
We sort of, when a big update comes live, these guys are very alert of feedback, and they are browsing the feedback suggestions. So if you have something that's on your heart, now is any how to say.
Now's the time to tell them, and use the labels so the correct developer can instantly just peruse the forums, find the stuff they're working on, get the feedback on the topic they need to get the feedback on, and it increases your chance of the right person reading it, to be quite honest. That's what the labels will do. If you want to be heard, use those labels to increase your voice power.
Now I actually found what I was going to transition into, Shozen.
Oh, cool. I like that.
I mean, feedback, that kind of transition works too. But with the patch released and people giving feedback and people finding issues, there are known issues right now.
Oh, I like known issues.
Known
I mean, I don't like that there are issues, but I like that the issues that we have are known. And that means if they're known issues, it means these are the things that the developers are already working on and preparing to conquer.
Yes. So that thread by Mythoseria, also in the news and announcement section, actually is getting updated regularly with those things that still might be a problem and that has already been fixed, right? So keep checking that if you have something specific on your mind or that you want to keep checking on whether or not that's been fixed already. And that should be a good source of information. Right. What else do we have on our list?
We have wallpapers.
Yes. Wallpapers updated. That's always. And I need to do this full screen so people can see. So
Yeah, make the wallpapers look nice. I mean, I really like this the new load screen wallpaper. To be honest, I think it's pretty slick. Um, they have an incredible art team here at Albion who do some incredible things. And I mean, we talked about this before. It's a constant upgrade to the game. The art had to be minimalist to fit on the tablets of 2015, right?
that's when it started, right? That's when
Right.
I think when the art style sort of I'm leaning out of the window here, but I would guess that's when the art style initially developed, but it has come very far since then. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's come very far. We've gotten the wardrobe, which allows you to change your look. We've added fingers. Now they're adding,
Grass.
changes to grass and not grass, but moving grass, and it makes the world honestly. It feels like it's alive now. It doesn't feel so static.
Mm.
It was a little change, but it adds to the game in a cool way. And if you don't have, if you haven't noticed the grass, that's because you haven't enabled the grass. You got to go into your settings and enable the grass. So I would recommend you do that. The world is just more alive now. I like it. And the cities, Bogle, Carlion, got a fresh coat of paint.
Video settings? Yeah, down here. Animated vegetation. Yeah. I was scrolling through the art on the background. You can download this and use it yourself, by the way. So if you see this, it's albiononline.com wallpapers. I'll put it in chat in case you want a new desktop background. And yeah, I've been trying to show it off a little bit in the background. New cities, new coat of paint, at least Carleon. Looks good.
And they got
like the redesign.
The new mounts all look a little bit, fresher. I mean, they got some extra details. Those wolves look pretty freaking cool. I got to tell you, Bogle, the Carlion wolves. I like them. There's a lot of new stuff in the game, not just new game functionality. There's so much new in there. These little things you can just peek around corners and find new stuff. I love it. This is some of my favorite time of the season when they add these new content updates, and there's just so much to find out. And I love it. It's this one has been so well received. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So we also have the content creators of Albion out there.
Oh yeah, I wanted to remind people of that. That's why it's in the notes. During any sort of launch, there's a bunch of people who try out the game and give it a first, go on Twitch, for example, on YouTube and any other place. And there's this whole list on the forums of content creators that you can put your name on too, by the way. If you're watching this and you're saying, hey, I'm not on there, you can get on there if you let Mythosyria know. But these guys do have a few giveaways and have had a few giveaways over the last few days, and probably might. Some of them still have giveaways going on. Just I don't know exactly who has already used up their things and who still has stuff running, but definitely check out these guys if you're into free stuff. Maybe
I was just on Jim Benader's page earlier today. I was watching him on Twitch, and he was giving away 7 days still. So there's still
7 days of premium, right?
7 days of premium. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I should probably have clarified that. You're right. No, there's still content creators out there giving away stuff, and it's awesome to see that so many people are involved. It's awesome. I keep saying that today. It feels that way, like some days are just like, when you spend 6 months hyping a thing.
Yep.
And then it doesn't let you down. You just feel good about it.
Nice.
That's how I feel right now. Like I've spent what feels like almost a year hyping this, and now it's out, and I have no complaints. I'm just happy. Like, yes, there's the issue with the 10v10s, but that's gonna get fixed. Like, it's just just gonna get fixed. It's great to see. Like,
Okay, yeah. I agree. I'm just putting up some faction warfare in the background while we look for other things. That's on the yellow zone that's going on right now. If you're either Thetford or any other faction and you want to crash this, Kane Glasscore is something where stuff's happening. But yeah, I've been participating a lot in this, and I've almost been forgetting what's going on in the rest of the world. And then you look around and you browse Reddit when you're not sleep deprived or actually during downtime. So you've been playing all day, right? And then it's downtime and like, what do I do now? And then you go on Reddit, and then we found 3 different things that we wanted to show because it's kind of newsworthy.
Yeah, it feels newsworthy. Usually we do these kinds of things on the Community Mondays, but Community Monday has been moved. I guess that's another update we can give really quick. I was not here yesterday, and there will be days in the coming weeks where I won't be here, and we're going to have to move around some shows. So keep an eye here on Twitch for when the shows are going live. We're not going to be able to maintain our usual schedule, but the Community Monday show will air on Thursday.
This week, yes.
Yes.
I mean, the times will be the same, right? Just the days during the week might be a little off. That I think. And the Saturday, Sunday things should still be on the same timers-ish. Reddit. So I actually don't have a source for that, I realized. I just saw that thing Robin Hooders linked us during the ZVZ show earlier today, and we really wanted to show it again because it's really, really cool. And that is somebody who apparently has been scraping the kill board, right? And collecting the kills per day and distinct characters per week, and has graphed that. And if you look on the bottom, you can see the scale, and on the very left there's release, right? 2017, almost 4 years back. Wow. That initial spike during launch, then a few troubles hit, and then we had the free-to-play release.
A few troubles hit, Bogul. That, like,
I'm trying to skip over the low thing here in 2018, sir. I'm trying to skip over. I'm just going to whoop.
Okay, no, that's fine. I understand why you would do it. It was a rough time for us as content creators here. It was
Anyway, and then April free-to-play release, right? And I purposely, people might have not noticed, I'm not showing the full chart. And that goes into the free-to-release peak, I think that's it. And
free-to-play, we had a nice peak there, and then it started to level out. And right around, I would say, what was it, like November was a kind of a low point before Queen released. Before the Avalonian invasion season really was the lowest point, but that Avalonian season kind of was fun for people. There were some big guilds that took a little bit of a snooze, but when that ended and Queen hit, there was quite a jump, sir.
Definitely, and it's I've
and
shown
it continued. It just kept going up, Bogle, and since then, guess what it's done? It's kind of gone up. This is like GameStop stock, it just kind of went up and up and up.
Don't use that example.
Oh shoot. Yeah, don't. Oh, okay. It's like Bitcoin. It's like Bitcoin.
That might be a bad example. Anyway, and it's cool to see that somebody on Reddit from the community put this together, and it's almost 100,000 kills per day, almost 100,000 distinct characters per day, and that is a big number. That's a big number compared to less than 10,000. It's 10x Shozen. That's dude, some dreams there,
dude. The change to the how many MMOs? Bring it back up, Pogel. I want to talk about the low point to now. I do. I just want to look at this real quick and talk about this, because how many MMOs do this? Like, we talked back in the day, they talked about this thing called the saddle point. Like, they knew that the game was going to dip. They said, there's going to be a dip. We're going to start high. We're going to go low. We're going to maintain that level, but then it's going to go up again. it's gonna go back up. I swear, like I remember talking to Robin, and he was like, "Yeah, it's gonna go back up," and wow, was he right? And MMOs don't usually start having a ever increasing number of players participating every single day after what how long we've been out now, 3 years, going into our 4th year.
Mhm.
Like, that's incredible. And mobile isn't out yet. When mobile hits, Bogle, it's gonna be like free to play again.
Let's see, man. Let's see, man. Yes. Okay. Sure. Yes, I'll take it. I'll buy it. All right.
Uh,
I can't quite follow the hype. I'm already content. I'm like, all right, don't touch this. Let's just keep it running like this, and then we'll be good. But the other thing, I mean, I don't have anything else on that. Did you have more or?
Well, I would say that, I'm seeing a little feedback in chat that COVID had something to do with that. Yeah, but COVID hasn't lasted 3 years. And, COVID hasn't, been here since 2019 when the increase started. I mean, and COVID has been around for a while now, and people are starting to return back to normal, some people. Yet the one thing that I'm seeing here is still like an increase in numbers. I would expect, you start with COVID and, you get here and you have that first lockdown and then maybe you get, do some Albion, then you go do something else. But no, people have stuck around and that's kind of cool. Like the people have stuck around when they were exposed to this game. They like it. And the newest content seems to be the kind of content that the people who've joined over the last few years can really get into and stick around. It's kind of awesome.
Let's talk about the other piece that I wanted to show from Reddit. That's another data mining piece. That is the average item power of dead players, and that is from a specific week. That doesn't include all the data, and it doesn't include everything, but it's a very interesting study that also I think somebody made by, again, looking at the publicly available data from the Albion Online kill board. And I think if I have this right, correct me, person on the internet, I also sadly don't have a source. I think it's from Twitter. It is the average item power of somebody dying in Albion. And that is on the left, the low IP, on the right, the high IP. You see a lot of people, when they die, have around 1,000 IP. The median is just above 1,000. And then it dips there, and then it's where the ZVZ, the Outland ZVZ starts, I think, like the third quartile there.
Yep.
That's my guess at least. And then on the left side, the 1,000 thing is, I don't know where that is, but I'm guessing. I don't know.
You were about to say Red Tree.
Red Tree? Maybe.
You were about to suggest that okay. Arch dies a lot in lower tier gear. I think that's what you were about to suggest.
Sure.
I think you were about to suggest that peak over there is zombie warfare.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. And these kind of numbers are just really cool to look at. And it gives a interesting... for some marketeers, this is like mini Christmas, because you can, like, if now we would know what kind of gear people are using or what kind of, then you get the ideas in your head, Shozen. Anyway,
I'm excited. As somebody whose job it is to promote the game, it's a lot easier when the game is going well.
Chat says corrupted. Maybe that's corrupted IP?
Yeah. You're right. Corrupted probably has a lot of that. Yeah. All the rats dying. I don't doubt that you have a point there. That very well could be it. It's just that I do like to pick on my friends in Arch. I mean, that's where my mods are. My mods are from Arch, so
Shout out to GEWA for surviving that. Anyways, yeah. And of course, Reddit wasn't far away with not just the cool data, the cool images. They also made memes, and very popular movie. Are we happy? And apparently people are happy.
Clank bringing up that the Arch are the 30,000 naked deaths.
Could be. Could.
And and another bit of news on the tanks, who was complaining about the situation with the Cargera team, now can be a little bit happier because apparently he just saw them lose.
Oh, nice. Myth debunked here right on show.
Yeah. Well, that's, I like to say that the internet exists for one reason and one reason only, Bogle. To prove me wrong. And, that you could all take that into account. Go ahead. Say something that you think is right. Next week, internet will prove you wrong. For me, though, it seems to be like 30 seconds later.
Well, that's the feedback you get sometimes with Twitch, don't you? Hi, I'm sure you're wrong. I mean, today feels like kind of a celebration, doesn't it? It's just like, all right, victory lap. Yeah, the shoes are open maybe, but victory lap. You can fix the shoe, you can tie your shoe, and then keep running. But
it needs a little polish.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But that happens whenever you have a huge content update, and we've seen them do this before. Look at what needs to be fixed, fix it, and now, Bogle, they have a tool they didn't have before to do that. They have those labels.
I showed that before. Yeah.
I know. I know. I'm not segueing into it again, Bogle. I'm just reminding people to use labels.
Okay, I'm glad. I want to segue into something that is also news in the world of Albion, but that is not a quote-unquote official news. That's community news. I want to briefly look at the rankings and then pick out one thing that is, for long-term viewers at least, noteworthy. First, season rankings. It's been about a week since... Actually, it's week 3.
Yeah, we're in week 3, Bogle. I was like, a week of what?
I mean, the first quote-unquote week of season 12 was just, Saturday and Sunday, right?
Yeah,
and then week 2 was the
weird.
actual first week, and then now we are into the second or third week, depending on how you want to count it. But season rankings: Articulo Mortis, X, Mudhouse, double points in second place.
Yeah,
what's going on here?
Well, so we were told at the beginning of the season that Black Order would win again, right?
Yes.
We heard that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've heard that for 2 seasons in a row, and for 2 seasons in a row, it was true. And now, Mudhouse is trying to prove them wrong.
No,
the internet and all.
Uh-huh.
And I actually did an interview with a member of Black Order. I interviewed Magic Mark, and you can find that interview. I would go to SoundCloud right now, soundcloud.com/AlbionTV, and you can find it there. It's also on our VODs. I would go to highlights to find that. Otherwise, you're going to have to sift through a 2-hour-long VOD of 20v20s.
Yeah. It's on the Sunday, not this Sunday.
Yeah, it's on the Sunday show, and it's kind of hard to find on there. But you can find the highlight that Bogle made, and that is available just to go check the highlights. Don't go to previous shows, go to highlights and find it. The interview was pretty good. I thought it was great. I see that Clank didn't like it. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But one of the things that Mark did say was that he had developed a strategy for winning the season, and he outlined that strategy for everybody on the show. And he did mention that Mudhouse and his friends in Mudhouse had taken that strategy and are now using it this season. And they're running away with the season with double points. One of the reasons why Black Order's probably not getting as many points is because Magic Mark is gone and off in Thailand, and not leading the boys over there in Phoenix, which is the guild inside of Black Order. So there's that.
Right. But I mean, it's still a very it's a notable distance, but it's nothing. It's just nothing the guys couldn't catch up to. The season is long. There's many developments possible. Right now, second and third, Black Order and Sun. Fourth is a guild. We haven't heard of these guys a lot. Portuguese speaking.
Well,
it looks like.
Bogle.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Mudhouse?
No, fourth place.
Oh, 4th place. I'm sorry. I was
Yeah.
typing and I didn't hear you. My typing was far too loud. Who's these guys in 4th place? Tell me.
I don't know. That's why I'm showing him.
Okay, I don't know them. I was going to say, if you're talking about Mudhouse, we do know about them. I did an interview with them.
Right. But
Which you can find on soundcloud.com/AlbionTV.
I mean that's Mudhouse and the 4th place are the first surprises for me so far this season. One Punch Man 1-1. I guess maybe 1-1 a little bit. And then it reads just like a bunch of big time favorites. But it's going into the realm of points where it's low. So there's a lot of shuffling and a lot of but TikTok, Hannibal, Toxic Squad, some people we haven't seen too much in the rankings. Yeah. Wu-Dang still up there. I love that name.
1-1 and One Punch Man doing really good, by the way. I'm very impressed with them.
They are apparently really into that war against Arch now.
Yeah.
We saw that on the Z show today, and they were going hard. And Gluttony was actually on the field defending today.
Yeah, and Gluttony called in a couple of favors, apparently, because now... Go ahead and type in Blue Army into the search bar there, Bogul.
Army. 33rd. Blue Army and Arch?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
17,634 members in Arch. BA needed friends. They made a lot of new friends. They even took their Blue Army Freeman with them. What happened? What? Why?
So Gluttony and Mojo are friendly. Mojo is looking for content, isn't finding the content in PoE because, you know, there's only so much you can do to monkey and surf. They don't have the numbers that PoE has. So instead, Mojo decided to go to a clear underdog and join the most numerous alliance in all of Albion and joined his friends over there to help them defend Red Tree from OPM and the AAA alliance. Now we've heard some interesting things. Like I did get a report today from One Punch Man that they have been fighting every day and launching on multiple territories every day, and occasionally winning fights, but oftentimes losing because they are just outnumbered like by a huge amount. Go ahead and check out AVAVA, the alliance. And you type in One Punch Man, and we'll take a look at their alliance and look at the total numbers for members of that alliance.
1,000.
Actually, I think you can just scroll down to number 4. And,
1,000. It's quote unquote just 17 times less. Probably 17 times more active, maybe, but.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I just got told that the Guildin has jungle for everybody's information. Thanks, Skillshot God, for clearing that up. Yeah. Wow. Anything else to report on the season ranking, Shozen? Anything else to... Is there an official statement by either Gluttony or Blue Army that can be used as...
Yeah, I have an official statement from Blue Army. If you give me 2 seconds, I'll send it to you.
Is that public?
Nope.
No. Oh, leaks. I think I saw that. I think it's for...
I think I sent it to you already once earlier today, but I'll send it to you to your individual Discord there. It's right there.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can go put that up. I will start reading. Let me know when you have it up.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I checked into it. At everyone, I saw some of you guys had questions on why we joined Arch. The honest answer is, when things get stale and repetitive in a game like Albion, it is super necessary to shake things up. We always did it. When we joined Anti-MG Coalition in Season 2, when we joined Daddy Alliance in Season 7, etc., etc. This is one of those times. New content, new perspective, new experiences, new everything. Please be respectful and treat these men and women the same way you would your squad brothers and sisters. Do not kill anyone with the squad tag or Arch tags. Also, it's important to keep in mind this is not permanent. It is temporary. Maybe 1 month, maybe 1 season. That will depend. Anyways, me and Perel thought it would be nice to try some new shit and keep things fresh. Love you all. B.A. Mojito.
Interesting. I mean, okay, why not?
It is what it is.
It is what it is, I suppose. I mean, do you believe it? Yes, we all believe it. People make things, and
Do I believe the reason was to shake it up?
shake.
I believe deals were made.
Right.
Bargains were struck.
Right. Okay. I see.
And that's the change that was made.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Blue Army, a strong solo guild, by the way.
I mean, we will see how this develops. Maybe it's just for the memes. Maybe it's just to get a screenshot that literally says Arch Blue Army. Like,
that could be it. I mean, we've seen them do similar things. Oh, On the Tanks talked to Glut last night. I mean, he's going to drop the news. There was not extra deals. This is what it is. Okay,
wow.
Thank you, On the Tanks.
Yeah, and the is that it?
I think that is it. Besides, we can announce like some changes to our schedule just once again to remind everybody that.
How about I do it because you're going roboty? How about you draw a raffle, Chosen?
I can draw a raffle.
We did these hopefully before. If you haven't got in yet, exclamation mark raffle in Twitch chat. Chosen might just draw a little bit of gold for you. Aurelian is one of them. Whisper, the Chosen one. He'll put it in Twitch chat soon. A bear 086. You guys won the giveaway. Dirty Fanta as well. Nice. Now, we have the raffles, we have the news. Chat, is there any news from chat? Anything we didn't cover that is extremely important that we didn't? Let's take a quick schedule. I mean, today is Tuesday, right? And usually we do have one more show after this. We do have the 5 versus 5 show tonight, maybe with a special appearance, because you gotta go take a nap or something. We'll see that in a bit. And then tomorrow we will have a special ZVZ show because we didn't have it yesterday. So tomorrow, 18 UTC, we have a special episode of the War Report. And then on Thursday, we might have another sort of community. I think that's the plan, right? We didn't do the community show on Wednesday, on Monday. Who's not getting totally confused?
Monday. I know, Bogul.
Yeah.
It's the most confusing thing ever. It's all my fault. If I hadn't ruined my shoulder, none of this would have happened. But I did.
Well, best of. Are you getting better there? How are you doing?
Well, I will. I'm currently waiting to find out when surgery will be scheduled, and okay. I'm on quite a bit of pain pills. So if people go, you're really not saying things correctly, and you're making words wrong, and yada yada. Well, there are reasons. Happens.
Not just.
But at least I'm getting to work most days, right? I only missed 1 day, but it has screwed up the entire schedule.
Yeah, Chosen, you're still roboty.
I apologize. I will get out of here.
It's not too bad, but I think that's a sign. That's a sign to get some drinks, get ready for the next show, see whether or not Tazek's on the door already, set it up, and then prepare your sets for the 5 versus 5 matches if you are a avid participant of these. And yeah. One last words, Chosen. Or are we just?
I'm a robot.
Have a good night, guys. We will be right back with the next show, and I hope you guys are enjoying CTA. Get out there. It's been a lot of fun. It's very easy to get into the action, and definitely try out some of builds that you haven't, because these CTA fights are a good opportunity to try new things. So yeah, see you in a very, very bit with the Crystal League show.
Have a good one.